WTL.
I think we got a show. Oh yeah, we got a show.
WTL.
And welcome back, everybody, to WTL. Where's the Line? Nebraska's first and only sports betting show. I'm your host, Andy Klassen, joined by
The J.O.
Oh, the J.O. from Nebraska, and we're going to be talking Nebraska.
You know we are.
There's been a couple storylines that have developed.
Wait, you're telling me things aren't looking great still?
At least Coach Rule is not on Polymarket yet, is he?
Not yet,
To
no.
be the Penn State coach? No.
Oh, that day. It feels like it's coming. But no, he's not
It
yet.
does feel like that's coming. Well, and I don't know where that would land. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it went from Nebraska's holding on for dear life. Oh, we got to keep him. Then Penn State's like, well, we don't want him, but he's still number one to go over there.
I still.
What do you do?
I mean, look at what Penn State did. Penn State let go of a guy who has been arguably
The winningest coach over the last 3 years. Nobody's won more games than him.
nobody.
Okay.
I mean, he's built something special there.
Yeah.
And now we're at a point where it was like, all right, they wanted our guy. Our guy, if your 3 rule can't get it done, I don't know what can.
Well, and if your argument is, well, James Franklin couldn't win the big game, like that was a kind of a skeleton in Matt Rule's closet before.
Still is.
Yeah,
Yep.
still is. Speaking of one of which, I don't want to beat a dead horse, but we got to talk about the Minnesota game. I was way off. Every prediction that I had was way off. I thought the team would kind of use the Maryland game as a, oh my God, we played bad, but we still won. A wake-up call.
Yep.
No, they took it the exact opposite direction. Like, oh, we can just play bad and still win. And Minnesota's like, no, you can't.
Who shows up to a football game and doesn't expect a fight? Like,
Yeah.
they said they tried to get too pretty. They weren't expecting a fist fight. Like,
You're talking about the tight end, Lennon Myers saying that?
Yeah, like, what is that?
Yeah, we're trying to have a big game or a highlight game.
Highlight reel? No. Highlights can happen, but man, it's in the trenches. It's a football game.
You know, and I've always been leery of, well, I just don't trust people. But when PJ Fleck is just waxing poetic, like, oh, Nebraska's so great. No, what Matt Rule's done over the last two and a half years now is just so phenomenal. I'm like, someone needs to shut him up. He's up to something. I don't like that.
Always. And you know what? That entire Friday night, I'm at home watching the game, and me and my son were cussing up a storm over PJ Fleck.
Yeah.
And my wife's like, What do you have against this guy? And I'm like, just look at him.
Look at this guy.
Look
Look
at
at
the
him.
guy.
Look
Yeah.
at him. Those pants are way too tight.
He showed up rowing a boat. It's a football game. No. I there's something about him I don't like.
The sun set 2 hours ago, and he's still wearing Oakleys.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
What are we
Something's
doing?
happening.
But man, you got to be physical. Like, I've seen more pushback from a grocery cart with a bad wheel. Like it was that
Good
bad.
analogy. Yeah, that's a good analogy. So now I do feel okay. Now that was your wake up call. Okay, so I'm going to stay with what I've been doing, and that is, well, I want to hear your takes here. Northwestern, we got a 7-point on a consensus right now. A lot of 43.5s for that total. There are some 7.5s. You do get the hook on some books. It's a home game, so we don't get it on the book that we like to play here. Got a minus 283, minus 290 money line with Nebraska being your favorite. What are your first impressions?
I mean, first impression is that the one thing they can do, like, Northwestern, and I'm looking at this line, 7.5, 8.5, they can run the football. Okay,
They're, by just the stats, they're a better rushing team than Minnesota.
correct. Correct. They rank 38th in college football. They average over 190 yards per game. That's enough for now me to be concerned because of just how the lines have been playing. It makes that 8.5, 7.5 seem really big.
Yeah. How about our defensive coordinator kind of second guessing himself? Like, what do we? Don't say that to me. You just are to the entire media.
Yeah.
Gee.
What happened to keeping some things just inside? You
Yeah.
don't have to say everything.
Right.
Is it because Coach Rule has a podcast now?
Oh
now
my
we
God.
got to just talk.
Yeah. Oh, and so on Nebraska football now, we we kind of let the boys have it a little bit. Usually you kind of have some grace there, but no, we kind of let loose there. One thing that I didn't say there, but I can say here, that I feel a little more comfortable here, and this also goes along with why I'm just going to keep riding it. Pat McAfee show, your podcast that you're trying to grow, all the guests that are coming on, all these numbers. They got a Buck Fever beer or something. People don't want to talk to losers. Right. People don't tune into losers. So, okay, coach, you want to have all this fun. You want to draw in all these recruits, and great, do it. But Pat McAfee's not going to ask you to be on next week if this continues. 100%. Okay? So there's an urgency from the coaches on down. So I think the wake-up call that I thought was going to be Maryland, I think is now for sure Minnesota. You want to talk about a guy that, he said it, pissed off. I was pissed off. I think Coach Rule was.
Yeah.
I think it's going to bleed down to the team.
As he should be. And I hope this week as he continues to do his show and do his pod, that you don't get smiley Coach Rule. I hope we get to hear and see some of that emotion. I think his players need to see it. Mm-hmm. And definitely, as you talked about at the top of the segment, that he's not on the poly market yet for his job, but it could be, right? So you're going to need the boosters to see and hear that as well. I think that's important.
I do too. And just, he was talking about entitlement, and that was a word that's been thrown around a lot the last couple of weeks in Lincoln. And I don't know how. I get Nebraska's a special place when it comes to that. And Connor Happer in Omaha, that Connor Happer show, he was talking about how Nebraska is unique in that you can have a stellar high school career, get to Nebraska, and just kind of float through your college career and be a celebrity.
Right. When
you go to like Minnesota, no, there's no celebrity there, and you're going there to play hard-nosed football, and you know what you're getting into, but you're not, your Instagram's not going to be fire, which Nebraska does allow that for some, not allow it, but it's kind of built up.
Well, and PJ Fleck, he alluded to all that after the game. He goes, this is what we do here. Mm-hmm. The fans stormed the field and they got some slack for that, but it was like, that's because we're here for this.
Yeah.
Like,
football.
This is what we do.
Yeah.
Man, that really hit home.
It did. It's like,
that hit home.
No, we're the football school, you idiots. Yeah. Look at him.
I felt so bad for Emmett Johnson. It's like, he's got all his family and friends there, and he looked like he was running hard, just waiting for that last break, and he's
14 carries, 13 carries. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, and he definitely looked like he had an effort there. I felt terrible for him.
Yeah, and just hit, like, okay, you're not taking the fight to them. They brought the fight to you. Okay, you're on the road, short week. Right. I get all that. Hit him back, Rocky.
Hit him back.
Hit him back.
Yeah.
I feel like Adrian, right? Hit him back.
Yeah.
But
you can't have, like, the biggest part, the most physical part of your game be the firm handshake after the loss. Like, that hurts a lot.
Yeah. Okay, so there are some things to be worried about. I think Nebraska's performance more than anything. Also, you can't overlook anybody in the Big Ten. We say that, but then we still do. And Minnesota may have fell into that. Maryland probably fell into that. But here's Northwestern at 5-2, outperforming all their preseason predictions. I think, does the Big Ten have 6 5-2 teams all playing each other?
Yeah.
It's kind of like a separation Saturday, right?
It's a big Saturday.
It really is. And good God, Nebraska, you got to be on the right side of this. But there's a lot of room for pause here. So let's get to that point spread. A lot of 7s, a few 7.5s. What do you think?
Yeah, it feels high coming out of the Minnesota game.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
I definitely have room for reservation there. I'm leaning towards taking, Northwestern.
Sure.
Maybe not to win it outright, because I still feel like this is a game we're going to win.
Wildcats should cover, right?
But they'll cover. They have to cover.
It's a lot of points.
And we always play them really close. But we say that really, how many of these types of teams, these teams that were grouped in the middle of the Big Ten, do we say, well, we always play them real close?
We do.
That's because that's where we live. Like, that's where we hang. Like, we are them.
We are them. We are in the middle.
Yes.
I mean, I hope we haven't been in the middle,
Well, yeah, true. That's a good point.
The last 6 years or so. All right. Well, the last time that I felt this way, and I felt the program react this way with, all hands on deck. Coaches are scowling and snippy at the pressers, was after Indiana last year.
Okay.
After that game, they probably played their best game of the season and almost knocked off Ohio State. They have no business being in that game, almost won that game. Could have won that game with just another play here or there. Total body of work there, though I think it was their best game. And I think that's what you're going to see here. Northwestern, you picked to play Nebraska at the wrong time, coming off a loss like this. Nebraska's going to roll. Their talent will show here, and they are going to take the fight to Northwestern, defend home. All the chatter they're hearing, all these things, all the distractions have been put to the side. The distraction now is you're playing terrible. You're playing soft. You're soft. And they don't want to hear that, and they shouldn't hear that. Everything we've heard about our offensive line, shape it up. The injury's not that bad to Rocco. That's really good news.
That's awesome.
And, Pritchard, you can't come on, man. I can live with the 5-yard penalties, but we need you out there. I think that was he didn't get suspended, so I think that's going to be a learning experience for him as well. Because one thing I've kind of noticed with this NIL, the money comes and it goes, and sometimes it never comes.
Yep.
Yeah, that second check
exactly.
that you keep getting injected. That's the world we live in now. So I like the Huskers big. I think they're going to cover 7. I'm not even scared of the 7.5.
Wow. So they're going to cover. They're going to hit the over.
Probably.
I'm assuming that's. Yeah. I do think we're going to hit that in that line of total points. And I love that you just said this is our distraction this week. Is that maybe we didn't play hard enough or tough enough or. Yeah. That's the distractions you do want.
Yeah. No, this is motivating.
You can correct this stuff.
Yeah.
So to that point, Northwestern might have just had bad luck of the draw there.
I think so. I think it's just like, you just got them at the wrong time, boys, and you're gonna have to take your lumps here. Huskers at home. Give me the Huskers at home. I'm taking them one more time.
Go Big Red, baby.
Well, let's take a minute to recognize one of our fabulous partners, and that is the Stock and Rod Company, an outdoor lifestyle brand for those seeking adventure. Whether it's hunting, hiking, fishing, they got you covered. It doesn't matter. Visit stockandrod.com to get your wild game on. Don't go anywhere. This is WTL.